Now, you saw the title, but I'm going to start the video from a different perspective. I'm going to show you most women's pathology, their natural inclination, okay? This video says, my man is in the feds. I don't care. I just always like bad boys. It's exciting. So let's start the story from here, my friends.
Now this comment right here is funny to me only because these guys kept saying that, oh, this is only a black girl thing. Well, apparently not, because this young lady is not black. But this is the thing. Like, we all have preference. We all have the right to like who the hell we like, okay? For as long as I can remember, I've always liked bad boys. Always. Okay? That's just my type. I don't like good boys. I like very masculine men. Okay? I like roughnecks. Right? I only take them thugged out. Slightly bugged out. Alright? If his status ain't hood, I'm not checking for him. He better be street if he's looking at me. Okay? My husband right now, I'm married. He's a convicted felon, but he's on the streets now. He's free. And he has a damn good job. He's doing good. He's actually one who turned his life around. Alright? But he's still got that. He's versatile. He's still got that hood about him.
Oh, God. I can't play it more. That was just half the video. She just goes on about how she liked these bad boys. But this isn't the story, my friends. We're not talking about bad boys today. Let's look at this other one.
Okay, I figured out why I like bad boys so much, because I heard a quote the other day that said the reason you prefer the villain over the hero is because the hero would risk you to save the world, but the villain would risk the world to save you. Mi amor.
Okay. So she prefers the whole world suffers, but if she survives, to hell with everybody else. Female nature. I'll play one more before we get into the actual T-app. Okay. I'm setting you up so that you can understand how we got here with this whole T-app debacle, okay? One more.
I didn't want a really nice guy when I was 24, right? And so I ended things. I went back on the scene. I mean, things worked out. I got married, got the baby. But relatively speaking, if things didn't work out, and I said to myself, you know what? I do want a nice guy. I do want someone who's stable. I do want someone who's loving. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm older, I'm more reflective. I know you don't believe in older, but
right.
Now I'm older, I'm more reflective, right? I could say I've now changed my mind and I want to reconsider this. Now, whether or not he wants to give me a second chance, I would say he'd be dumb for doing so. But for me to go back, because I was the one who left, he was a good person. What I wanted has now changed.
Well, what if he wanted change too?
And now he don't want me?
Yeah.
I mean,
they don't be happy.
All right. The hell with what the man wants. I change, then I will take the man. In other words, he has no choice. This is the fantasy that happens in women's heads. Okay. Oh, so now we get to the T-app. Yes, my friends, welcome to another session with the older man. Today we're going to talk about the T-app, but I want to set the playing field for you guys to understand how messed up today's dating market is. All right? So that's women basically telling you the type of men that they prefer. Okay? Then they made a T-app, spilling the tea on all the men out there to warn other women about the bad men that are out there. Right? They want the bad men, but they're going to set up an app to warn other women about the very men that most women want to go to in their young years. Make that shit make sense. I can't. You can't. Just let me show you the cup. Just go buy the cup. Just make it make sense. Just make it make sense. So now we come across the T-app. And just so that, but before we go on, just want you to know that this isn't just black women, okay? Not just black women.
Have you ever wondered why girls are really attracted to the bad boys? And why guys really like dates to the zoo or the amusement park or to scary movies? And why those dates seem to be the most successful? And why us girls seem to love guys that ride motorcycles? Even if we'd never get on a motorcycle a day in our life. It's not anything having to do with our daddy issues.
They love the thrill. They love the mental stimulation. A woman's worst nightmare is stability. One more.
I had a client message me the other day and asked me a question that I know she's not the only one who's wondered this. She asked me, why is it that I am attracted to bad boys? I know they're not good for me. I know they're not husband long-term material, but I can't help being attracted to them over, the nice guys.
Thank you. Thank you. A therapist says that this is what her client called for. She can't understand it.
This is why women are dating these days, because they need that type of excitement in their life. They need that type of instant gratification. The entertainment a man will give them. Peace is boring to them. Being still with oneself is boring to most women. So they need a man to come and entertain them, stir up the pot, bring drama, cheat on them, dog her out, slap her a few times, this and that, so she can feel love, so she can feel passion, so she can feel something. But that is not love. That is just lust. Women don't know what love is because most women don't love themselves. Because if you love yourself, you wouldn't even download the T app, okay? Because no one should have T on you. If you keeping it closed and you keeping it locked and you have standards for yourself, none of these dudes is even worthy of your body. I don't understand how most women are still falling for the okie doke, still falling for the games. Who is there to blame? You keep blaming these dudes, but we already know the game is rigged. We already know they ain't shit. We already know they cheaters, liars, manipulators, narcissists.
They embrace it. They invite it into their lives. So, gentlemen, what I'm telling you, this whole T-app isn't about women warning each other about men. These are women sharing the men, boasting about the men that they've had. If you look at the men on the T-app versus the women, because there was a data breach, right? If you look at the men that are on the T-app, let me see if I can find the photos of some of these guys. These guys are popping. These guys are popping.
Hey, y'all, they accepted me into the T app. And when I tell y'all, these are the batch of dudes. This shit is so funny, y'all. Like, blink if you're a dude in here, girl. Like, what the fuck is going on?
So these are freaking good-looking guys. These are the guys that have the game. These are the guys that are stimulating the woman. So what do we get? This.
Yeah, so I downloaded the T page. Don't get me wrong, I'm single. But I was just being nosy trying to see who was on there. But one thing I noticed, y'all bitches ain't got no morals. A girl will post a dude and he look halfway decent. All y'all in the comments asking for his IG, talk about, oh, I'm trying to crack necks. I'm trying to crack neck. What? She just wrote all this about the man, and just because he look good, you trying to crack necks?
She trying to crack necks. Women are acting like men. So these women are now looking at these men as their necks. They want some of that craziness. They want some of that bad boy. Because the men on the T-app are the men that are getting punani. These aren't below average men unless it's Pookie and Riri. So these women are complaining. I personally just think that these women are out there boasting that they hit it. They hit it. Women have no shame in letting you know that they hit it. And they're just sharing stories. Because every woman out there scrolling through these apps to see if they can be next. If they can hold him down. Now you understand why I shared the videos at the beginning? Because this is female pathology. Let me read this one here. Me at one of the boys you all posted on the T-app house because you all said he got a horse and a trick. So, gentlemen, you gotta see the positive side of this, man. These women just got your Carfax details out there. The bad boys, they don't give a shit. They don't care. They know that it doesn't matter how bad these women talk about them, they're gonna still get punani.
The reaction to this T-app is showing me that everything that men suspected and feared when it comes to women is absolutely true. It goes back to the conversation about body count. This is exactly why body count matters. This is exactly why a woman's past matters. This is exactly why a man should be asking questions about it. Women probably could say the same, but right now I'm not talking about the women. I'm talking about how men seeing this shit, right? All the stuff that's being revealed on this app, all the stuff that y'all fear, is exactly the same reason why dudes don't want to be married to y'all. This is exactly the same reason why a lot of dudes will opt to just be a player. This is why a lot of dudes just opt to cheat. This is why a lot of dudes do what they do, because the proof is all on that app, bro. And for one thing, men gossip and men lie, but when it comes to sex, men ain't finna just get on there saying, oh, I fucked this chick, or this chick did this, or she got this going on. We're not doing that. That's what females tend to do. Not saying that men don't do it, but females tend to do that more.
Yeah, let me pause him there for a second. The brother's just breaking it out for you. This is what we know about female nature. And then when women wonder why when they reach their 30s, and they have been through so much of the freaking trauma from these bad boys in their early years, why men don't want to touch them at 30. Because you've been through a shitload of problems when you were younger. That kind of stimulation, that excitement that you have put yourself through, either going under 50, 60, 100, 200 bodies in your 20s, and also going through all the men that you actually have emotional connections with, these men that drive you insane. All of this is constantly producing more and more dopamine for you. So now, when you reach your 30s and you want to settle down, it's not possible, ladies. I keep telling you, it's not possible. Because you have gone through so much excitement that it's not possible to settle down and think that that's normal. Because you have been on a high for over 10, 15 years of your life. From the time you were 16, 17 years old, it has always been bad boys. Men who drive you insane. Now to get a nice guy? You don't know what that is, man. You don't know that that's actually a real relationship. When it's predictable, because when a man is stable, it means that he's predictable. A man who's on his grind, doing the work every day, going through the process. There is nothing unpredictable about that. That's just routine. A stable man is exactly what it says in the word. Stable. Stable. Solid. Just moving. And hopefully it's always at a little elevated so he's constantly moving up. But either way, it's stable. This chaos, you don't know if he's coming home one night. He's smelling like somebody else's body odor. Some other woman lipstick on his shirt. He's smelling a little bit too fishy. You don't know, his phone is off at different hours. When he should be calling you, he don't call you. All of this sort of unpredictability is what women are used to because they've picked the bad boys during their young years. And now they're so messed up, no man wants to touch that. And the T-app is showing you that these women just keep picking these boys. They're not running from these men. They're looking at a whole new selection of fresh D. Because these are not men who are bad looking.
And that's the same reason why dudes don't want to commit to y'all. Because of y'all track record is fucked up. Not every woman is like that. But this is exactly why. Because it's a lot of dudes who woman was on that app. And I'm pretty sure they found out a lot of stuff about this chick that changed their whole perception about him. I guarantee you it's stories like this. So, y'all be careful out there, man.
So, it's very easy for a woman to just go out there and easily pick up 10, 15 bodies on a weekend. For a man, that's literally impossible. If he's on his game, he might pick up 2, 3, maybe. And he has to be the top of the top freaking dude to get to that point, to pull up those men and women. He got to look damn good, man, to be able to do that on a weekend, right? A woman can easily do 10 easily. One night, heard women on here boasting, oh, I had a train run on me, 10 guys. Men can't do that. And the difference between a man doing it and a woman doing it is significantly different because a woman picks up all the emotional and all the psychological problems that come with men entering her. Men enter women and they don't give a shit. men's emotional state are completely different from females. But one thing is very apparent. If you are on the T app and that guy has 25, 30 red flags, that's 25, 30 women that this man was capable of smashing. That is extremely high for a man. So these women aren't running from that man. And so what you're seeing also is that the majority of women are sleeping with the same men. The majority of the women are sleeping with the same guys.
Proves one thing and one thing only that we all knew as guys. These women are sleeping with the same men. A woman could post a guy on there and say all these horrible things about that man, and 15 other women will either agree or say he's not like that. What does that mean? They complain about the men, the horrible guys, the broke men, all that shit, right? But the reality is, they're still sleeping with them.
If she thinks that he's attractive, she will hit it. She will open her legs to that man. That's the society that we currently have right now.
It bothers me because there's a reason why young men and men in general, to our earlier point, are not coming up and approaching women. They're not actively looking to date. It's because of things like this. And I actually posted about this on my own Instagram, and the number of men in the comments when asked why they don't approach women or why they're not even trying to date is, I don't want to be the butt of a joke on social media. I don't want to be made fun of. I don't want to be mocked. I'd rather just live my own life and stay to myself. So these kind of apps, they're not helping. To all the young women out there that want to find a man, going on apps like this to read just smut about other people, it's not helping your case.
There we go.
I'm going to delete my account on the T app because some of you bitches are fucking dumb and fucking weird. You have one brain cell that rattles in your skull like a goddamn maraca. Tell me why I'm on the fucking T app and some weird ass bitch is posting another woman and talk about she fucking other people's niggas. Stop talking to her. If she fuck my man. Bitch, this is not the app for this. It's not. And then I'm hearing some of you dizzy dick whores are like sending screenshots and screen recordings to the men that's being posted in the chat. Y'all are not girls. Y'all are dumbass bitches. Dumbass pick-me's. And I don't fuck with y'all. The whole point of the T app is to warn other women about whether or not the person they're dating is a goddamn predator, an abuser, or a cheater, or all three. And what do? What the fuck do y'all do? Y'all go and report back to the people that may have allegations against them. You are putting people in fucking danger, you stupid bitch. Like, anyway, it's been fun. It's been real. We should have kept this app under wraps because y'all gonna get somebody killed and it'll be your fault.
Yeah, those are the type of women on the T app, okay? And she is getting D. That can get D. But the men on the T app, they are not looking like that because those are not the men that are getting the woman. If you look at the pictures on the T app and were released, all good-looking guys, all guys that got suave, they can see that they have something. But these little chunkies that you see here, these little toasty marshmallow-looking things, those are the ones that are on the T app complaining about men. It's a freaking joke.
My brother just called me to tell me, oh, bro, I think you need to hop online. They said you in that T app. I know. Oh, I know I'm in that T app. I'm a master manipulator. That's all I do. Manipulation, gaslighting. I pretty much made the handbook. I don't give a damn. All exposure is good exposure. And you might be the next victim. Watch your step on this bitch.
The guy just outright said it. These guys don't give a shit. They don't care. All of this is just exposure because he knows women's nature. They're going to just be flocking for his ass because those women are looking for that little excitement.
My nigga, how the fuck did I get on the T app? I used to work with him. He gave me gay vibes. Nigga, what? Nigga, I only worked one job with females, bro. And that was at Olive Garden when I was a server. And the reason why I didn't fuck with none of y'all is because y'all was already fucking all the niggas on the job. Peep this. The niggas already told me, showed me text proof on who the fuck was already getting cracked. There was nobody at the Olive Garden that wasn't getting cracked on Camp Creek Parkway. Yes, I set the motherfucking location, nigga, and I know who the fuck did that shit. So you mad I have self-respect? You mad that I didn't give you the attention that you wanted and added to your high body count? And then the first given opportunity, you want to slander my name? What the fuck is wrong with you, gang? You need serious help. TF, go ahead and make a male version. Now. I mean, now.
Yeah. And then you're going to get this. Women that were rejected by men. Because if you look at the little brown marshmallow you just passed up, she will be the first out there to go and complain on the app about men because the majority of the men rejected her. And then you get men like this who said, listen, man, I'm not messing with none of these freaking women because I don't want to catch anything. Not interested in these hoes. But those are the type of women that are going to go up there and complain and say, oh, he gave me gay vibes. Gave me gay vibes because he didn't want to sleep with you. This whole T-app is just a pile of crap. It's almost like Jerry Springer 2.0 or 3.0, 4. I don't know, man. It is Jerry Springer in the future that basically have gone on a friggin' app.
Do you got the tea? Well, now we all got the tea. I cannot even believe this. I can't believe that this is my life. I found out about this app today and then immediately found out about its demise. So the app where women were basically doxing men just got completely destroyed by 4chan. And now 72,000 women's driver's licenses and photos are being shared online. This is wild. So let me spill the tea on tea. The app evidently hit #1 on the App Store this week, and it was basically a gossip platform where women could anonymously review guys that they dated. They'd post photos of men, share their real names, addresses, even call them red flags publicly. The catch? To join this women's only rose session, you had to prove you were female by uploading selfies and your driver's license. You know, your driver's license that has your exact address and all that. Well, 4chan found out about this app and didn't tickle its fancy too much, so it decided to get some revenge. Turns out, T wasn't hacked. It was stored on an open server, accessible to really anyone. T stored all of those verification photos, driver's license info, selfies, everything in a completely accessible database. No passwords. Absolutely unsecured. 4chan users posted driver's licenses and face pics. Get in here before they're shut down and started mass downloading.
And that is now being done because the men have come back with their own app. It was up for 24 hours and it was taken down off the store, off the Apple Store, off the Google Play. It was taken down because men were posting the receipts. Men don't boast about punani. You don't have to. It is so readily available. I remember back in the day, guys used to boast about their little piece that they get here or there. Men don't even do it anymore. You know why? Because it's not freaking valuable anymore. Women are the ones out there just blatantly saying, yeah, I hit it. Yeah, me and him hook up. We hooked up. Men don't do it anymore. It's not even worth it. Because more than likely, the second you say, yeah, I hook up with her, you'll probably have 3 or 4 other guys in the same group going, yeah, I hit it. I hit that. I hit that last year. Oh, I hit it last week. Oh, I did that. Yeah, most of the guys in here have been there. So it's nothing to boast about because it's nothing important. Because punani nowadays has lost its value. Think about that. Remember the days when men were just proud to say that, I got that, I hit that. Nowadays, yeah, if he's boasting about any woman, more than likely, she's already been tagged by 10, 15, 20 other guys in close proximity.
The T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say. You can't believe what they're saying. You got to watch what they're doing. They can tell you all day what they won't do, but that app is showing you what they will do. Y'all are showing just how low vibrational the men that y'all have to pick from are. You can't sit up and say that you got all these options yet. These are the men that you're picking. The truth is, that's all you got to pick from. You have a bunch of group of nasty, terrible men to choose from, and you're just trying to find the best out of the worst. But all of them are horrible. Everything that you have to choose from is horrible because of how you are as a woman.
No, it's not that the men are horrible. These are the men that have the ability to pick up women. These are the men who women find attractive. So you can't say that they're horrible. And I'm not saying that for all the men because they're different types of men. There are hardworking men out there that don't want to get married. He meets a woman, goes out for a while, they have sexual relations, and then he dumps her because he realized she's batshit crazy. She goes on the T-app and complains about him. Red flag. For what? Her behavior did not make him proceed any further with her, but she's butthurt. And we know when women are butthurt, he's a bad man. And in this dating environment, that can go on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times until a lot of men he said, you know what? This isn't even worth it anymore. I will blow my load in any one of these women I'm dating, but I'm not going to commit to them. Women are the product. And if a man sees that the product isn't worth investing in, taking it off the shelf and making it his, sure, he'll test drive it because every woman wants a test drive. Every man wants a test drive. They'll hook up. They'll have sex. They will have a few dates and then move on with his life. Women, especially as they get older, because what we did identify with the T-app and the release, a lot of the women are in their late 20s, 30s, and 40s. They've hit the wall. They want to settle down now. But they've been beaten up and dragged through the freaking dirt so bad by these men. Hell, these men are saying, no, I'll beat it up. I will blow my load in it, but I ain't freaking marrying it. So it's just a lot of butthurt women out there complaining about good men. So I disagree with you, lady, when they said that these are bad men. Majority of these men, I can tell you, they're not abusive. Otherwise, they would be in jail. These men are the men who reject women. There's nothing worse than a woman who's being rejected.
Woman, you carry yourself in a way that there's a very specific type of man who would find you attractive. And that small group of men is who y'all are choosing from. And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty pookies, right? And no matter what you get online and say about how you want rich men, you ain't even in proximity to rich men. Rich men don't even see you on their radar when you walk by, right? Because nothing about who you are and how you carry yourself would pick up on the radar of a man who got any class about himself, right? Only pookies find you desirable. And that's the reason why y'all are all sharing the same pookies. That's the reason why y'all all sharing the same pookies. It don't matter what y'all get on that app and expose regarding these men, how terrible they done treated you, what STDs they done gave you, how many babies they done had and left. There still will be a line of women ready to give that man a shot to see whether or not she can get better results than you got. So you can never really expose men because there's always going to be women who are willing to test it out for themselves and still see whether or not the stuff the previous women said is actually true.
And she landed that plane quite nicely. She's right. It doesn't matter who the man is, man. If he's desired by other women will find him attractive. Simple as that.
So the T-app was supposed to expose men, but indirectly what it's actually doing is exposing women and the type of guys that they actually go for. Let me explain what I mean by this. I know y'all don't like these red pill podcasts, you know, the Fresh and Fit podcast, all these podcasts that call out women's behaviors and their tendencies. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it. These niggas were telling the truth the whole time. These podcasters, when it comes to how certain women act, right, we're not talking about all women, but it's time that y'all accept that these niggas are right. Y'all see it, bro. Just type in the T-app, bro. That's all you gotta do. Type in the T-app and you're gonna see what pops up. These girls are literally confirming what these guys on these podcasts were saying. One of the red pill truths that these guys always talk about on the podcast is the fact that women like men that have other women. When you look at the T app and you see how many of these girls are messing with the same guy, it's absolutely incredible. The top 1% always wins. The guy who's not the nice guy, the guy who treats women like shit, the guy who, only booty calls girls and gets them, only hits them up when they want something from them. Those are the guys that are winning. These red pill niggas, these podcasters, they were right the whole time. And y'all gotta, it's crazy. These girls are literally sharing the same guy and they have no problem with it.
This app could turn out to be one of the best advertising campaign for men who are already getting a shitload of panani. Brilliant, gentlemen. Brilliant. The top guys in the game have won again. Anyway, guys, let me know if you see what I see. Because to me, this is just a clown show that just keeps getting better and better every day, man. Subscribe. Book a session if you need any help from the older man. Of course, pick up one of my digital products. Check in the description of this video and all of my other videos and support the channel. Okay? So until tomorrow, my friends, remember, whenever in doubt, always, always ask an older man. I'll see you soon. Cheers.